Hey, it is the Daps and Pound Show, Season 2, Episode 10.
Yeah.
Malcolm, what are we going over?
Today, we talk about new music. We give you guys our good, bad. Of course, we talk about Kanye West. I almost said new album.
Yeah, it's definitely not a
New album's coming, though. Kanye West, we're going to be talking about his bracket that we've been talking about the last couple weeks. It's going to be round 3 and 4 of the bracket, and we are really excited to give you guys that. And then the last little bit of time, we just talk, man. We just have a good time.
Stories. Laughing.
Sharing stories, just laughing, just talking, just being bros. So we hope that you guys enjoy this episode.
This is a funny episode.
It's kind of funny. We had a couple funny moments in this episode.
Yeah.
So Daps_pounds is where you can find us. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Stitcher. We are available. Make sure you comment, share, and like everything. Dobie.
All right, enjoy. Two mics, two friends, one show. Let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pound show. This is the Daps and Pound show. Yeah, you know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? This is episode 10 of season 2.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, of what, you ask? Well, my name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobby.
We represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show.
The Daps and Pound Show.
What's
up?
What's up? We are here, guys. If you've never tuned in before, you can go to iTunes, you can go to Stitcher, or you can go to YouTube. Just get your fingers out, type The Daps and Pound Show. We will pop right up. Once you see us, you can listen to all the old content from season 1. You can get caught up on season 2. That's The Daps and Pound Show. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share. Social media. Where can they find us on social media?
Again, at Daps_pounds, Twitter, Instagram. Those are our big 2 avenues there. So yeah, just holler at us. Let us know if there's any questions that you want us to go over. Let us know if there's any music you want us to review. We're a fan of the people.
Yes, we are, and we're very happy that you guys decided to start your week out, start your Monday out by listening to us. We deliver every week as much as we can to the people. So, like I said, just make sure you're sharing that content. Make sure you're commenting. We would love to talk back to y'all. So, if you've never seen the show before, we started out by good, bad. It's the way that the co-hosts get a chance to interact with the people. So, good, bad. What you got?
Let's see here. Good, bad. Good and bad. Dragon Ball Super just ended, man. It's on a hiatus. It's not confirmed that they're going to come out with a new season next year. However, it was implied that there will be a new season. There is a new movie that's going to be coming out at the end of December. But, you know, that's a bad and a good because you're like, it's the end, so it closed, and it was kind of cool to watch. But at the same time, you're like, dang, it's done. So for me, that was like a good, bad. This definitely this week, I'm going to say a bad for sure was the weather. Weather sucked. It made work literally a waste of day on Saturday. Like, it was such a waste of time. Like, it was stupid waste of time to even be there. We had like 2 people show up the entire day, and that was only in the morning because they had to pick up a car. Other than that, no one called, no one came in. It was boring. So that was definitely a bad. And what's crazy is it's definitely our most snowfall here in the good old Peorias that we've had so far. So that sucked, in my opinion. Other than that, I mean, shoot, man, there's not a whole lot going on in my life, not gonna lie. So, I mean, that's pretty much it for the most part, my dude.
Yeah, man. I'll say bad for me is the weather for sure. I think I jinxed it because I had just got done saying, like, yeah, I think we're done with, like, snow that you have to, like, shovel or plow up. I, like, said that audibly. And then we just got a lot of snow and not feeling it because it's officially spring.
Yeah.
So That's what made it bad. If this happened 2 months ago, I would have been like, well, 'tis the season.
Yeah, 100%.
But it happening right now is just kind of annoying. But I try not to complain about Illinois weather because lived here for so long that should know by now. Should know by now that you can't predict it at all. You never know what's going to happen. But the temps are going to be back up around the high 40s, 50s, something like that this week. So hopefully it melts soon. I think it's going to melt soon. I've already noticed it starting to melt. So hopefully it's not here for much longer. I'll be good. I guess I'll be in Texas in 2 weeks. So that'll be a reprieve from this weird weather. So I'll be happy for that. Yeah, man. I'm trying to think of other goods for me. I think everything has been pretty BAU. I mean, I think it's fine. Yeah, life is good. Life is good. Just hanging out, relaxing.
Yeah.
Just relaxing.
Shoot some people outside of school.
With a couple of guys, they were up to no good.
Call us Dappies in the morning for your neighborhood.
That was our good, bad, guys. We're going to move on.
Usually it's a lot more exciting. I'm not gonna lie.
Are we not hype enough?
No, I'm just saying it's just a very average week.
Yeah, I didn't go to therapy this week. Like it's not like an introspective week at all.
No, none.
Nothing terrible happened on either side. Nothing amazingly good happened on the other side. That's excitement though.
I'm pretty sure Mary's friend just got here.
We'll see. That's probably exciting for Mare.
For Mary,
aka Abigail.
Abigail.
We have a bunch of cool stuff though to talk about on the podcast today. We are going to give you round 3 and 4 of the Kanye Madness Bracket. A lot of people again have been telling me that they really like this, so we're going to be hearing. Well, you guys are going to be hearing kind of what we voted on, and we have the coin flip ready in case we disagree on something. And then we're also going. What else are we going to talk about today? There's another thing. Wasn't there?
No,
we're going to give you the new music though, like we always do.
Basically this week we said it was just going to be pretty vibey. Next week we have decided to start off April. We are going to be giving you. 1, the song of the month for March.
Yeah, we're gonna do
2, hottest MCs list, and 3, Kanye West championship round for the bracket. So next week it's about to be loaded. So we're easing you into a crazy episode next week, and we're vibing. We're gonna give you that new music as always, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna get into right now.
We are. So this week was an interesting week. There was like some cool stuff. I noticed more singles than projects that I really liked. So we'll start off with Trouble. Trouble and Mike Will Made It. Mike Will Made It produced this whole thing for Trouble. If you've heard the song Bring It Back, then you might know who Trouble is.
Does Trouble sign to Mike Will? Kind of like Ray Sherman?
I think he might be signed to Eardrummer like they are. I think so. He dropped an Edgewood project. If you have never heard of Trouble, but you've heard the song Bring It Back featuring Drake, then that is Trouble's record.
Which is probably one of Drake's worst features, not gonna lie.
It's a pretty mail-in feature.
That's saying a lot though. Drake's got 5 bad verses.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I was listening to Pop Style the other day, and I was like, I really do think that Channing Tatum line might be his worst line ever. Bro, every time I hear that line, I'm like, nope. Please, no. I just try to act like it's not there, and when it's coming up, got so many chains, I try to go nah, and then I hear Channing Tatum, and I'm like, oh.
It's a really stretch. But at the same time, where that's from. That's classic Wayne, though. But Wayne's delivery. But at the same time, Wayne was king, and you would still be like, okay, that's what's up. But Wayne said some stuff
Wayne has
F is for phenomenal. Come on, bro.
Listen. Wayne has we let Wayne get away with a lot, but it was just because it was funny.
And everybody was like, well, he's rapping off the top of his dome, right?
What was that in the Put My Swag On remix where he was like, I'm riding in the Beamer with 2 nickels, or a white Beamer, 2 nickels on a napkin. Like something like, bro, it was just, I was upset. But I let it go because it's Lil Wayne and he was fire at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to this project, Trouble, Edgewood. This is another trap album. Beat wise, Mike Will made it, does his thing. I will say that. I was really excited when I saw this track list because of some of the features. You have Drake, you have The Weeknd, you have Quavo, you have Fetty Wap, and you have Boosie Badass or Lil Boosie. So I was excited. Come Through, featuring The Weeknd. I like that song. Bring It Back with Drake. It's okay. I actually like the beat to Bring It Back more than I like anything else, because the beats is really weird, drony, like it should really be annoying, and it kind of is, but I just like that beat for some reason. Ryder, Quavo, and Fetty Wap is okay. Really, the songs that were acceptable were the songs that had features. I cannot listen to this guy on a consistent basis, just him without any features.
Yeah, I'm surprised Mike was like, yo, I like you.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I don't know either, but
he's very... Nothing special.
No, I wouldn't say that there's anything special.
Out.
Yeah, there's nothing special about this guy, to be honest with you. But if you're into it, or if you want to figure it out, I know we've probably sold it well. But if you want to see what's going on with Trouble, check out Edgewood. It's out right now. Did you listen to Young Bands?
No.
Volume 4? Good. It was terrible.
I can't. There's just too... It's getting to the point where, like, I appreciate SoundCloud rappers, but I'm starting to not appreciate SoundCloud rappers at the same time, because it's a matter of quantity over quality. Yep. And
that's what scares me about the Lil Xans and the
it's so hit or miss.
And, yeah,
because you know what I mean. Because quantity over quality. If you keep doing that, you're gonna get 1 out of 50 songs will be like good, just because you're putting out so much material, and then that one song is the one song that puts you over, and then everybody expects that one song to be who you are as an artist. I agree. You're not.
I agree.
I think that might be Designer's issue. But Designer also, I think his label screwed him over too. He should have released a project like right away. Right away.
Yeah, because Designer doesn't have... You can make the argument that Designer and Cardi B are similar, but where they're not similar is the fact that Cardi has the personality to make it go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cardi doesn't actually ever have to put out an album, and she'll be a poppin' celebrity. You know, she'll be...
Because it's fun to watch her.
Yeah, but Designer, like, we don't know what he's saying. Like, it's just a different thing. So Don Q is a New York rapper. He's associated with a Boogie with the Hoodie. They have a bunch of projects together, mixtapes and stuff like that. Don Q can rap. I like Don Q. And he dropped Don Talk. The song Words of Wisdom with Pusha T
I'm sorry.
is awesome. Yeah, I know he was playing off of his name, but
Don Talk?
Don Talk.
Really?
He's playing off of his name, and it's just weird.
And then you're gonna have to use the Godfathers. Like, can you get more creative, please?
I think the only one that I really, really was drawn to was Words of Wisdom, though. Pusha T.
Well, yeah, because it's Pusha.
The T Grizzly song was actually hard. I think that
Designer's feature wasn't too bad, actually.
No, I agree with that. Designer's feature was pretty good. I think he can rap, but once again, I just think that there's not a lot behind him. He's not like your average like Southern trap rapper. He's like New York Southern rap.
For those mixtape Dat Piff owners out there.
Of course. What else did you listen to?
I listened to some of Tory Braxton.
Tony.
Sorry, it looks like an R from... I can't read.
From further away.
Further away.
Sex and Cigarettes.
Nah.
That's the name. That's the name of her album.
I know, but we're gonna pass on that one.
The only thing that I thought was interesting...
You lost me on the cigarette parts.
The only thing that I thought was interesting about this was that she had a Kobe Calais feature. That was interesting.
I mean, it was like what? It was... You know, we're sifting through the average to find the great. That's what we're doing. And so if it's average, like, we're not going to give it that much, unless they're like big names, you know, because then you guys usually want to know more about it. But that's why, I mean, with people like that, we're just going to be like, yeah, it was straight. And it wasn't anything crazy, because we want to give you the best of the best. We don't want to give you average.
For sure. Diplo dropped California EP. This is Diplo back on the hip hop side of things for sure. He had a designer feature. He had a Yachty and Santi Gold feature. He had a Trippie Redd feature, a Lil Xan feature, and a Gold Link feature. This was a pretty solid piece of work here. It's kind of weird because I'm not into Trippie Redd at all, but the song with Trippie Redd, it's kind of cool to me. I don't know why. I just kind of liked it. The song with the designer was interesting.
He's not a rapper.
No, I really don't consider Trippie Redd a rapper.
Is he not like an emo singer? 100%, right?
I don't really consider him a rapper, but I would agree with that he's an emo type of singer. I'm trying to think. The Lil Xan song I wasn't feeling. Get It Right with Gold Link. That song was okay.
Yeah, because it's Gold Link, bruh.
Love Gold Link. Can't wait till the new Gold Link project comes out. Very underrated album from last year too, the Gold Link project. So yeah, Diplo dropped California. It was okay. It was not this amazing piece of work, but it was solid for Diplo. Trevor Jackson dropped Rough Drafts. I listened to it. It's a R&B project. He has a song featuring Lecrae. It's pretty cool. This is not bad at all. Like this project was actually pretty solid.
Guy can sing well.
He can sing.
My House was a good one. I thought My House was one of the best songs.
I'm curious to I haven't seen music videos from him just because man, you get it. The time to sit down and watch music videos just don't have it. But I want to see his whole thing. I don't know if he dances and stuff too. Yeah. The type of music makes me think that there's some energy there and he dances too. But I want to see his whole package. I'm not gonna lie, the cover, relax. I'm not gonna lie, the cover is a little suspect. He's just laying with his open jacket, which doesn't help to me saying I want to see his whole package. But he's just laying there and his abdomen is exposed and he's just Rough Drafts, Part 1. I'm Trevor Jackson. So
yeah,
that's
that
a little
album
weird.
Cover is whack.
Yeah, it's just a little suspect. And he has a knee rip in the jeans.
Well, he knows who he's catering to.
Imagine how cold he is.
He's catering.
You have a knee rip in the jeans and your jacket's unzipped.
But he does have a leather jacket on.
It is. It looks like a fighter jacket almost. Like the.
Do you think he's a fighter?
I don't know.
Or is he a lover?
He's rough drafting. Rough means
this part
fight.
1. If there's a part 1, does that mean there's a part 2? Usually,
I have to tell this joke, and it's not a joke, and it's going to be inappropriate. Can I tell it? So, I think you've heard this. I think I've said this before. Nobody on the podcast has heard this. So, and excuse me in advance. So, I was at my mom's house, and I was sitting in the.
God dang it, Mel. That's why I don't know if the mics can pick this up. My dog has this thing. She's a little dog. She can't pick this bone up, right? So she
just drags it everywhere.
She pushes it with her nose all across the floor because she can't lift it up with her mouth.
So I'm sitting in the chair at my mom's house, and she's scrolling with the remote control, and she goes past the adult channels, the pornography channels, and so she doesn't realize it. She doesn't know. She's just reading the titles out loud, right? But I can see that it says XXX on the side, so I'm knowing it's a pornography channel. So she gets to one, and it said Boo Boo Splatter Part 4, right? I promise you. I'm not joking. No. This is not a bit. So it says Boo Boo Splatter Part 4, right? And I think to my head, for this to happen, that meant that there were 3 previous successful Boo Boo Splatters. You don't make it if it's not successful.
That's true.
I mean?
That's a good point.
In the porn world, there were 3 hit Boo Boo Splatters. And they said, a trilogy is not enough. We need to make a 4th Boo Boo Splatter. Thought about getting out my phone to see if there was a 5th one, but I thought, don't need this on my search history.
You don't go down that path.
But yeah, I don't know why that came to mind just now. But
it's parts,
part one. Every time I think of things in parts,
you go back to Boo Boo Splatter.
I think of Boo Boo Splatter Part 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, please don't search that and go tell everybody that Dappy sent you there. That's not what.
And I did not make that up. That's a real thing. Trevor Jackson, though, this album is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on this at all.
No.
actually, this might be the best project that I heard all weekend.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think he's at least my vibes from the project. I think he's very also a part of the writing process.
Yeah.
That just felt very personal to me in some aspects of it, and so because of that, there's just certain people you just feel like you can tell like they do some of the writing, and I think he's definitely one of them.
he's looking at me.
Yeah, he is.
This album cover is wild.
Dude,
Now that
it is.
I'm really taking it in right now, and homie is just like,
Yo,
all right,
what's up? Are you gonna listen? That's what it's about.
that's wild.
You listening?
Are you listening to this? Jack White dropped Boarding House Reach. So here's the thing with Jack White. The whole White Stripes thing, big. He actually is a huge fan of hip hop. Huge fan of hip hop. Huge fan. He has a recording studio in California that like a lot of rappers go to and record at. And I've been trying to figure out why the hip hop community, like a lot of the elder statesmen, like Big Boy from Outkast and stuff, they love Jack White. And I've never been able to wrap my mind around it. Listening to this though, there are some electro type things that he does and rock type things that he does that I understand, and it's almost like he's just one of those people that has like a really wide range of things he listens to. But when he came out, I was just so convinced in my head that he's just rock, and I didn't get why hip hop people liked him. So Jack White dropped. It's a 13-song project. It's called Boarding House Reach. Go listen to that because it's going to be different than you think. It's not going to be, it's classified as alternative. But there's no specific sound of this project at all. It's not this concept where there's only one sound. There's a bunch of different weird sounds to this, so not bad.
Can you make one of the sounds for the sounds? That's one.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. What track?
Yep.
5,
6.
Oh, I was gonna guess 5. Chief Keef next.
Chief
bro,
Keef
just
next.
done. I'm done with him, bro.
Let's see here.
He does.
What
He
the
actually,
deuce?
Chief Keef actually is one person who frustrates me. Like,
Oh, sorta.
literally frustrates me.
I'll tell you what, Finito still gets me hyped for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, Chief Keef is done. And he's kind of been done. I mean, it's not like...
He just keeps releasing.
What else we got? Ro James. This was a R&B EP as well.
Whatever.
I don't mind him. One thing I'll say about Ro James, though, the first song is the best to me. Outside the box,
agreed.
how about that? It's almost like his falsetto takes away sometimes because it's so high that you can't, like, I don't know. When I listen to R&B, sometimes I like to picture myself as an R&B superstar. What'd you laugh for? What?
Because you looked at me like
Ladies and gentlemen, he just
Hold on. You
he
looked
just
at me?
chuckled
No,
as if,
no.
do you not think I can be an R&B superstar
he
and
looked
travel
at me,
and tour?
He looked at me like you needed acceptance for that. Like you get it, right? Like
I can
I'm
go
not
on,
the only one, right?
I can go on tour just like any other R&B superstar.
I feel you, my
and
dude.
slay.
Well, you know I support you.
Thank you. But when he sings so high like that, and I'm in the truck, I can't
No,
hit that
you
note.
can't hit that.
I can't. It's hard for me to hit that note. It's hard for me to get there. So
That's why Usher's climax sometimes bothers me.
oh man. Pause.
Can't get there. We just keep trying, and then it's just like everybody's ears are bleeding because we
For the
just
person that's listening at work to earbuds, oops.
go. Like it's so high, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Ro James' EP is called Smoke. It's not bad at all. The first song, Outside the Box, how about that, is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The rest is just okay. Yeah, it's just okay. I'm not gonna hate on it.
Great.
Okay, so 070 Shake, she had a song called Trust Nobody not too long ago. She is very influenced by Travis Scott. She is, how do I describe her?
I didn't get to listen to this project.
Well, this is her first, like, technically project off of Good Music.
Okay.
Kanye signed her not too long ago. Well, Pusha signed her not too long ago. And it's not bad. Like, it's very droney. It's very Travis influenced. It's not bad, but it's not great either. I think that she's just needs to get that, like, that one record.
She needs to be more like EMI, right?
They're really different, but
I miss
maybe
EMI.
she needs to get that one record.
EMI
though.
needs to come out with another project.
What the deuce?
I don't know what it is about her that, like, I love.
You
that
love EMI, You
dude.
do
That
love
project
EMI.
is so good to me.
That's okay. We all have those those artists that we're just drawn to.
Yeah.
Mine is like Sid the Kid. Love Sid. Time Flies, To Dream EP. Now, Time Flies is a group that I rebelled against a long time ago because they were played at a lot of college frat parties I attended, and I was like, I can't do this. This music has no soul. But over time, it grew on me. Time Flies is not a bad group at all. They are a little corny, but every once in a while,
cutter. I don't think it's corny. It's cookie cutter.
Yeah, and every once in a while, I hear one that I think is decent. So Crossroads for me on this is the one that I was like, okay, this has some depth to it, a little bit, but it's still highly a pop record. But sometimes I just want to listen to music that plays an American Eagle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hollister.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Dude, I get it now. You know what I mean? Like when you age a certain point and then you just look at Hollister and you're like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it now.
You get it.
It's definitely when you see an older person wearing it, you're like, what are you?
Yep.
Oh no, what are you doing?
It's terrifying, actually. What else did you listen to? Anything else? Anything else on the actual projects?
No, that's pretty much it, my man.
Shouts to JP Cooper. He dropped a covers EP. He's actually a good singer. He's very like hippie, smoke weed every day type guy, but he has a nice voice.
Yes.
Okay, now for the hot tracks. These are our Loosey Goosies. Loosey's Goosies. We talked about the Anderson .Paak single last week.
Right.
Till It's Over. David Guetta and Sia, Flames. I did not think that this was bad. It was okay.
Not as good as his last single. His last single was a hit.
Definitely not as good. Shawn Mendes dropped two singles. Two singles. The first one is called In My Blood.
Leon Bridges last week and then Shawn Mendes this week with two singles apiece.
I think it's the streaming thing.
Well, it's a new trend.
And
then Drake, Diplomatic Immunity, and it's a new thing. We're going to start seeing this more and more people where it's not just one single, it's two singles.
But for the record,
two different styles.
Yeah. For the record, Drake's been doing that way before y'all.
Actually, yeah.
He's been doing that way before a lot of people. So shouts to Drake being first on something else. I know I sound like a stan, but it's okay.
Yeah, Jeff, stop gagging.
Shawn Mendes dropped In My Blood. That's the first single that came out. And I'll say that this is like the motivation one for people who are insecure and need that boost of energy. Quitting is not in Shawn Mendes' blood.
No, it's not.
We're all thankful for that because he's a good guy, great musician.
Know what it is? Iron
is, for sure. Miguel dropped a Spanish version of Skywalker. And this is not bad at all. This is good. I love my Spanish vibes, so that made me happy. Royce da 5'9", Boblo Boat, featuring J. Cole. That sounds a little suspect, too. Here's the thing. I wanted this to be different. I really wanted this to be different. A Bobo boat is like a little boat that you go on with family. Okay, I get it. That's fine. It's not the first time I've heard the term. There's a lot of Bobo boats in the South. My dad has been on a Bobo boat.
I don't know why it sounds.
It's a weird word.
It sounds funny.
It's a weird word.
Bobo boat.
This song, seeing those two names, I got very excited.
Yeah, it's not. No.
And it's not what I wanted. That being said, I don't think it's terrible. It's just not what I wanted. Panic at the Disco, Say Amen, Saturday Night. This song, I think, is going to be used for sporting events. We've had this conversation on the podcast a lot. I do not particularly like when my old Warped Tour bands get older.
Yeah. It happens
and put out music. But this is actually pretty decent. Flatbush Zombies, You and I, featuring Dia. This is not bad at all. Might be Dia. Oops, my bad. Not bad at all. This is decent as well. I'm excited about the Flatbush Zombies. I really think that this project's going to be good. 30 Seconds to Mars, they dropped One Track Mind, ASAP Rocky. I'm not a fan. But I've never been a big 30 Seconds to Mars guy.
Yeah.
So, shout to Jared Leto. I think he is a better actor than musician. That's just how I feel. Let's see what else dropped. What do we got? Kyle, our guy, Playing With Me with Kehlani dropped.
Playing With Me.
I like this song. It's good. Kyle's melodies do not disappoint ever. This is like a fun little spring summer.
It's good, man.
Spring summer joint.
I like it.
Bazzi. Honest. This song is good. I can tell that he was writing a lot for this one. It's a story about him and his girl, and the girl gets with the best friend. Now his best friend is his competition. Ooh.
Dang.
And would things have been different if we would have just been honest? That's what it's about.
I don't know.
Answer me.
No.
No, they wouldn't have been different. But yeah, Bazzi is coming, man. I like Bazzi a lot. I think he has a lot to offer, and I think he's gonna be good. That's Bell in the background. Shawn Mendes also dropped "Lost in Japan." This song is not bad at all. I like this song a lot. There's a part of this song that the Justin Timberlake vibes are very, very, very true, and lost my train of thought in the middle of talking. Oh, yeah. This one reminds me of Justin Timberlake a lot. Shawn Mendes, go get this one.
No, it's good.
This one I can see being played quite a bit a lot. Nick Grant, he dropped 96 Bulls. Kid's from South Carolina. He can rap. He can really, really rap well. His manager is actually T.I.'s old manager, so it makes me feel like he's in good hands because early T.I. was mage. Really, really liked it. Block Boy JB. He's from Look Alive with Drake.
We just passed over you.
Young M.A. dropped Practice.
That's it.
Block Boy JB, Rover 2.0, featuring 21 Savage. Best part about this is 21 Savage talking about his Bentley Bentayga. Syllables are stretched out on this like crazy, and it makes me laugh. Kurt Cobain's dropped Date Night, featuring Chris Brown, talking about threesomes. We have Sex and Cigarettes, we have Boo Boo Splatter 4, and we have Date Night, which is all about threesomes.
And the whole package.
Yeah. Listen, Trevor Jackson with your ripping knee. Ray LaMontagne, I think I'm saying that correctly, dropped Such a Simple Thing. I like this song. For those who don't remember who he is, I know you've seen the old, was it Google commercial or Microsoft commercial? It was Trouble, 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 Trouble. Great song. I like that song. And Worry and all of that. So I like that a lot. What else?
YG 4 Days. Belly.
YG 400. Belly dropped 4 Days featuring YG. This is not bad at all either. I like this.
It's straight.
It's straight. Burhana dropped Whole Wide World. I like Burhana a lot. Did you remember anything else that dropped possibly?
Nah.
I think everything else is pretty standard. Black Atlas dropped Pain and Pleasure. I like it. One thing I'm scared about with EXO though, aside from 88 Glam, they keep signing a lot of these singers that sound like The Weeknd and like do that same thing. Little scared. I don't want them to get caught in that little bubble there. I want them to kind of...
I still think Belly's his best signed artist.
Belly is... Yeah. Belly... Yeah, probably, yeah. Belly. Because Nav can get annoying when he talks. I can't understand everything he's saying.
I'm on the flashman list.
Percocet, Percocet, Percocet.
Take a piss.
Take a piss. I think that's all. So now, guys, we are going to transition, and we are going to talk about...
Hold on. I also
talk about it.
I listened to Nav's, like, freshman list song, and there's a part where he says, like, people are trying to sound like him. No, bro. No one's trying to sound like you. Like,
no one's trying to sound like you.
So, remember that DJ Booth said if Siri rapped?
Yeah, it's a very Barney. I love you.
Oh, my gosh.
You love me. We're a great big family.
He'd call us haters because he has more money and that we're unsuccessful. He's that kind of guy.
He said that about us?
I'm just
saying.
saying.
Does Nav want smoke? What's with these Canada dudes, man? Tory Lanez and Nav? I have to go at Nav too? As soon as the podcast's over, I'm going to at Nav now. You saw what I did to Tori Kelly. Not Tori Kelly. I love Tori Kelly. Tory Lanez. Don't you
dare speak about Tori Kelly like that.
Yo, I was talking to somebody and they laughed at me because when Tory Lanez's album was coming out, he posted, my album comes out Friday at midnight, and I added him, I said, keep it. I sent a bunch of trash can emojis at him once. I just want to fight him. Gotta add Nav to the list too. I like EXO too. I have EXO merch. I like
I'm just
EXO.
saying,
I
don't
support
you feel like
him.
Nav is that
well,
kind
no, you've just said that he came at us, so now he has to die.
He did. I'm just saying, if he heard you, he'd come at us like that. I think he's that kind of guy.
First of all, Nav's hair looking like that means that I can't be scared of anyone like Nav. It's like he uses a straightener on the. Have you seen this guy? It's like he uses a straightener on the top of his head. And then he fades the sides. No one's afraid of you with bangs, my dude. You have high bangs, Nav. Nav. You're not guiding me anywhere, Nav. Gosh. Now I got smoke with Nav. Come here, Nav. I'll show you D-Way. Nav. Moving topics.
Golly.
Go to Kanye.
If we missed any music, guys, hit us up on Daps_pounds, Twitter, Instagram.
You hit us up too, Nav.
Oh my
on
God.
Daps_pounds. Come to Peoria, get this smoke. I'll fight you. Turn your head into boo-boo splatter 4.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Kanye Madness.
Oh my gosh.
Kanye Madness. This week we are giving you round 3 and 4.
To get to the Elite 8 and the Final 4 to figure out who is in the championship.
Yes. So,
By the way, the official Twitter poll I was pretty pissed off about.
oh yeah, that they did some weird stuff. Weird stuff. What made you mad the most about that, if you remember?
Can't Tell Me Nothing is the second best or first best Kanye song of all time. You
yeah,
kidding
that's
me?
wild.
No.
It's a wild thing. Wild thing that happened for sure. So give you guys a quick reminder where we left off. Never Let Me Down is against Real Friends this week. Flashing Lights is against Through the Wire. All Falls Down is against Drive Slow. Celebration is against All of the Lights. On the other side, we have Streetlights versus Stronger. Slow Jams versus Father Stretch My Hands Part 1. Touch the Sky is against Spaceship. Heard Him Say is against Paris. So we are going to go through this. So we're going to go through the whole thing and then go through the whole thing again just to get to the Elite 8 and the championship next week. Sound good?
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
Let's go. So we have Never Let Me Down against Real Friends. I have to go Never Let Me Down. What do you say?
I'm going Real Friends.
We gon' flip it.
If we're, because I'm always somebody who's looking at the album as a whole. All Falls Down, Through the Wire, Jesus Walks Last Time, Spaceship. Like, there's so much from that first project. I do not think Never Let Me Down is as good as those.
See, but I think that's why it's good though that we coin flip, because I think when you have a great album like that, it gets down to personal preference.
Yeah, and I really like Real Friends. I listened to that song again, and
I like Real Friends too.
With Ty Dolla $ign, I think it takes it up to the next level. And Real Friends is just a song that I feel like everybody can really relate to.
For sure.
Like, yeah, I like Real Friends a lot.
All right, so I'm gonna let you call it.
Tails is Real Friends. Heads is Never Let Me Down.
Let's go.
How many of us?
It's heads. Never Let Me Down has won.
Never Let Me Down.
All right. So
You just let me down, though.
I did not let you down. I'll never let you
The
down.
computer program did.
The coin does not lie. Now it is Flashing Lights against Through the Wire. This is gonna get
hard.
wild.
I'm going Flashing Lights.
I love Flashing Lights.
I freaking love Through the Wire is crazy, and I know it's like old school Kanye, but Flashing Lights was everything about that song is so good, from the chorus down to the verses.
I gotta go Through the Wire. We gotta flip this. This is Through the Wire against Flashing Lights. All right, you call it.
Whenever we do this, the top one is heads, the bottom one's tails. That makes sense.
I see.
So, flashing lights is heads, through the wire is tails.
Through the wire is tails. All right. Flipping now. We got tails. So through the wire wins. Okay.
Through the wire. But you can't get mad at that. Either one.
Flashing Lights is an amazing record. Moving down to the Donda Zone, we have All Falls Down versus Drive Slow. This is incredibly hard for me personally.
It's not that hard.
This is terrible for me, man.
All Falls Down all the way.
This is terrible, man. Drive Slow is an amazing song.
It is.
For me.
And I just listened to it recently because I had to go back. But no, All Falls Down. 100%. The vibes on All Falls Down, the music video, everything.
I will
about
say
that,
that All Falls Down does affect me a different way. I will go All Falls Down on this, but it's hard for me.
I'm sorry, you're not coming in, girl.
It's a hard one for me. So All Falls Down won that. Okay, now
the retailing well.
We have Celebration against All of the Lights. This is All of the Lights. So All of the Lights won that. Now, guys, we are going to move to the top right of the bracket, which is the Chicago Conference. We have Streetlights against Stronger. This is kind of interesting one.
Streetlights.
I gotta go Streetlights as well.
That's only a personal preference. I think
that's a personal
from a mass appeal, I guarantee you Stronger is gonna win.
Oh yeah, I guarantee there's people who have never even heard of Streetlights, maybe, but
from a personal standpoint,
yeah, I agree with you.
Streetlights.
Now, Slow Jams versus Father Stretch My Hands Part 1.
Slow Jams is like, in my opinion, it might be our champion. Like,
thank you.
Slow Jams is unrivaled.
Slow Jams. I gotta go Slow Jams on this too. And Father Stretch My Hands is amazing.
Like, even just think about the small stuff. Like, dang, maybe I can't do it that fast, but I know somebody who can. Like,
Twista?
Like, and then Twista. Like, that is the most, like, everything about the song was like just packaged so
and let's
perfectly
not forget
together.
That Twista had been out for a while, right? With Poe Pimpin' and other stuff like that. And if it wasn't for his feature on this, we would have never gotten that crazy, I think it was called like Tornado or Kamikaze, the album that he put out after this. Overnight Celebrity was crazy. Like a 24, that song was crazy. The song with R. Kelly, You're So Sexy, So Sexy. Like there's so many good stuff that came from that Twista feature. So I gotta go with Slow Jams for sure. Next, we have Touch the Sky versus Spaceship. I have to go Spaceship on this. Touch the Sky is amazing.
Touch the Sky.
Okay, so we're flipping.
Yeah. Same thing.
So Touch the Sky is heads. Spaceship is tails. It is heads. Touch the Sky has won the battle.
Bam, 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 bam. I listened to that song again, by the way.
Bam, bam. All right. Now we have Heard 'Em Say versus Paris. I gotta go Paris on this.
Let's take 'em high. All right, so our Elite 8, ladies and gentlemen, is Never Let Me Down, Through the Wire, All Falls Down, All of the Lights, Street Lights, Slow Jams, Touch the Sky, and Paris.
Yes.
So let's figure out who is going to the Final Four.
Yes. So, guys, we have Never Let Me Down versus Through the Wire.
Through the Wire.
I'll go Through the Wire on this. I love Through the Wire. Okay. Now we have wait.
And I will say, if Real Friends did go through, I still... okay. Just for context. For me, Flashing Lights would have made to the Final Four. Okay? But if it was over Through the Wire, does that make sense? So for me personally, if Streetlights went through, I would have had them as the Final Four. But if it was Through the Wire versus Real Friends, I actually would have picked Real Friends over.
Over Through the Wire?
Yeah.
Wow. I like that song, but Through the Wire just means too much to me on a personal level. Okay, so we have...
Through the Wire wins, though.
We have All Falls Down versus All of the Lights.
That one's kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. They're two vastly different songs, known for two different things.
And they both start with all.
But my gut, if the gun was to my head, All Falls Down.
I gotta go All Falls Down. All Falls Down wins. Ugh, that one hurt a little.
I loved All the Lights, though.
So now we're in the Chicago Conference. We're going Street Lights against Slow Jams. I gotta go Slow Jams, even though that one hurts too.
Not as much, but... And then, to round it off, Touch the Sky.
Touch the Sky against
versus
Paris.
Still gotta go Paris.
I gotta go Paris. So there were no coin flips on that one, correct?
No coin flips.
No coin flips on that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kanye Madness, your final four, which we will find out next week on the Daps and Pound show.
Next week,
who is going to be crowned the champion through the Kanye Madness bracket. Final four are in the Northwest Division, through the wire.
Through the wire.
In the Donda Division, All Falls Down.
Down.
In your Chicago Division, coming in, Slow Jam. And lastly, in the Saint Division, Inwards in Paris. Paris.
Yeah, guys. For sure, we have some controversy in like the earlier ones, but getting to the final four once we were where we were at was not that difficult.
I think I know what it's gonna come down to.
I do too. I have an idea. I think we're going to see All Falls Down versus Slow Jams.
You'll find out next week, guys.
Tune in next week where we figure it out. A little bit time left in the podcast. What happened this week? What's going on with you,
dude? What's cracking? Let's see here. I played a little bit of video games.
Okay,
we're good. No tables have been punched. So, right. But I'm slowing the roll. Not playing nearly as much. Because I miss playing with my buds. That's what it basically was. Because it's a sense of social. Because I play with people. I don't play by myself. So, did that a little bit.
I'm still thinking about Nav. That really bothers me that he said that about us.
Yeah.
With bangs.
Yeah, he does. He does have a weird hairstyle. I'm not gonna lie there.
Keep talking.
But we're gonna have to see what happens there. No, but not a lot though, dude. Life is in a very interesting place. I did watch The Greatest Showman. Okay.
How was that?
So he pulled up Nav. Yeah, but what happens? Hey, but if you beef with Nav, that means like our connection to the weekend might be ruined.
I don't like his hair. This is wild. This is the guy that I'm beefing with now?
Hey,
does he need two little bobby pins to pull his like top of his bangs back? I want to fight you so hard.
Anyway, The Greatest Showman though, it was like straight, like it was a musical pretty much, but at the same time, like after the movie was over, I was humming the songs and I was like, gosh dang it. Yo, the guy, yeah. Look up Dragon Ball Super Mouse God, and that's who he looks like.
What a name.
Well, I forget what his actual name is.
How did Zendaya do?
Zendaya. Oh, she was good, dude. Her and Zac Efron liked each other. Tell me that don't look like him. Bro, doesn't that look like him?
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball Super, but this mouse god is Nav.
Isn't it though?
No, it is. It looks just like him.
It looks just like him. So if you want to know what Dragon Ball what Nav looks like, Dragon Ball Super Mouse God. He's the yellow mouse, and yeah, that looks like him.
So,
were you hoping there was a picture of them together?
I do. I want a picture of Nav and Tory Lanez together, so I can fight them in my mind.
Yeah, but The Greatest Showman was all right. Is there any movies that you're trying to watch here soon? I'm trying to go see Pacific Rim, and then I'm trying to go see Ready Player One.
Ready Player One seems like it's too much for my my brain.
But it's
Maybe.
Steven
That guy.
Steven Spielberg.
That guy.
Steven Spielberg made the movie.
Yeah, I think. Look at this kid. Looks
Dude,
like he's coming off the
you
set
ready
of
to
Boo
fight?
Boo Splatter 4.
Are you ready to fight?
Tory Lanez, yeah. And Nav with his bangs. I'm sorry.
They're part of the Trinidad, I guess. Now Nav made the list.
Well, I've been giving him an excuse because of his...
An unexpected turn of events. Nav made the list.
I just hate everyone that sucks.
Is it the Trinidad list or Catch the Smoke list?
I'll say that Tory Lanez is a person that on site, if I ever saw him in history, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I would follow him around and try to coax him into a fight. I promise you.
Oh my gosh.
Nav, I would just stare like a hater in the corner.
I'm just picturing you like following Tory Lanez around, and then you're like, fight me, and then you have sandals on and you like kick the wall.
It's a real story, guys. That happened.
I will always remember that. I was like, yo, this dude has flip-flops on and he kicked that shit so hard. I can't believe he's walking.
So for context to the listeners, in high school, I wanted to fight a guy and he wouldn't fight me. So I followed him around and yelled at him, trying to get him to fight me. And then I kicked a shed with my Jordan sandals on, with no socks because I'm free.
You kicked them up so hard,
bro. I kicked this shed with the fury of 1,000 suns, and my toes were numb. And I proceeded to follow this guy until he fought me. We fought and we became friends.
Yeah, after the adrenaline,
because that's what guys do.
I remember, like, that was the first thing I asked you the next day. I was like, yo, how's your foot?
You know what I remember about that? I remember how funny it was that it was the Olympics and we go in the house and we start watching the Olympics together after that happened.
Yeah.
Don't remember the year.
There was a lot that happened.
There's a lot going on in life. Guys, we're going to finish out the show the only way we know how, with saying that Nav is trash. I hate his bangs.
Hey, his hair, though, that you point that out, like, yeah, it's pretty wild, bro.
He uses a straightener.
Yeah, he does. Or
Tory
it could be
Lanez
like
still
some
sucks.
pomade, and he just like puts it straight down so it sticks to his head.
Yeah, it's wild. There's a shine to it too that I don't really respect. We're gonna close the show the only way we know how. That is with 101 conversation starters for couples. And remember, everything that we talked about is all peace and love. These are just jokes, except for me hating Tory Lanez and Nav. That happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, 101 conversation starters for couples. Ooh. Question 58. If you could win any competition in the world, what would it be?
American Ninja Warrior. Wearing a night outfit. Were you expecting me to have an answer that quick?
No, and then I'm picturing you trying to jump over the railing on a second story apartment, and I'm like I'm picturing how that would go down.
That was another real story, guys.
That's a good one, though. I like that one. You would be remembered forever in a different way, for sure. I don't know what competition, if I could pick one forever to win anything. Okay. A competition. Any competition.
Let's think about the competitions. There's strongman.
Yeah, no. I don't care about that.
There's hot dog eating.
Nah.
There's
Not no eating competitions. You know, it'd probably be in something with like music
okay.
or gaming, just because those are my two passions.
Okay.
Two of my passions.
Is there a esports cup that you could win?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a game though. It'd be tight to be known as like, okay, yeah, that's what I would do. Just because it'd be it'd be either like American Idol type competition, but how dope would it be to be able to say like you are the world's best Super Smash Brothers player?
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty tight.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think that'd be a cool accomplishment.
I think it would be, now that you bring up American Idol, and we've both agreed that I could be an R&B superstar.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it'd be cool to win American Idol as an R&B superstar and go on tour.
Yeah, American Idol would be fun. I'd like to win one of those competitions.
A lot of girls on those shows.
Hey, yo.
A lot of girls on those shows.
Hey, yo. If a girl dates Tory Lanez...
She's trash now.
Okay, just curious.
She's, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. You could be a girl that's like bad, like a real bad girl. You could be a good looking girl. You could come up to me and say, I've been on Nav's tour bus. I have been on Tory Lane's tour bus. And I'd say, you get away from me, girl.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was brought to you by Red Bull. No, it wasn't. It's just a joke. But if you would like to have some Red Bull, go to your local grocery store and pick some up.
Red Bull's good. You know, I like the grape version of that.
Grape's good.
Is the green version lime?
It's like... I've only had the green version once. Oh my gosh. There is a grapefruit flavor Red Bull. Absolutely the most disgusting energy drink I've ever had in my life, bro. I almost didn't even finish it, and you know me.
You know what's weird? I can see a grapefruit being not bad. I can see it being bad, but I can't see it being as bad as that kiwi weird cucumber thing you drink.
No, bro.
You and E drink.
I'm telling you, it was terrible. I'll buy you one, and if you really want to experience how bad it is. Like, it's disgusting. Like, I almost... Because I bought it, I finished it. But if this was a gift, I wouldn't have drank the rest of it. One sip, I'm done. I'm out. Which is weird, because then Alex made me try this grapefruit beer the other night, and it was actually good. So it's weird how grapefruit you can have a ton of different experiences.
I like... People on YouTube saw that. That was like a weird thing that I caught out of the corner of my eye. How do you... You know what? That's going to go into it. That's... Abigail?
I think she's with her friend.
Do they want to be on the show?
No, she's like out. They went to good tequilas.
Ooh.
Mexican restaurante.
That sounds fire. Mexican's good.
Dude, Mexican's great. And ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy Mexican food too. And treat yourself this week. Go on a date. Go out and eat. Have some Mexican food.
And
on us.
On us.
On us.
When you get the bill, just write at Daps_pounds. Leave our website, and we'll cover it.
See how that goes.
I want our listeners to write in and tell us how you feel about grown men having bangs.
Yeah, grown men having bangs.
Lined up bangs, too. I'm not talking like if you have long hair.
Straight.
But if you have like a line.
Straight across.
Not really
your
feeling
forehead.
it. Not really feeling it. Guys, this episode has been amazing. I've had a great time.
It's been a good one.
I truly have. I wish nothing but happiness and goodness to everyone, except for Tory Lanez and Nav. I hope that Dobie has a blessed week.
Yeah,
I hope
Malcolm
that
has a blessed week.
If there's obstacles, his hands turn into tiger paws, and he sinks his fingers in, pause, and then he just climbs up over those obstacles.
Yeah.
And he roars like a mighty, give me that again? Like a mighty lion.
You know, when you brought that up to pause, it reminded me when you first... What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Go on.
When you first started speaking in this week's episode, you're like, bring out your fingers. like they
They're retractable.
They're retractable fingers. Like... Okay, hold on. Anyways,
I used to think I was Wolverine when I was a child.
yeah.
I would take knives,
Oh yeah, who did it?
but then here I took it. I'm a little extra. I took tape. I took duct tape and wrapped my whole darn hands up. Went around the house like that.
Did you slice anything you shouldn't have?
No, but while doing this is an aside, but it makes sense. While doing this, I had to feed the fish one time, and I killed them because listen, I can't make this up. So I only had use of my hands are duct taped with knives in them, and I only had use of like my pinkies, pretty much. So there's a fish tank there. With both of my pinkies, I unscrewed the fish food, and I tipped over, and it all fell in. All the food. They died from overfeeding. There was 5 or 6 goldfish. That day I also got in trouble. I was 8. I also got in trouble that day because there was a cup of tea in the refrigerator that was my sister's that was marked. I drank it. And so Mom, Dad, and my sister got home. They saw that the tea had been drank and the fish were dead and the bowl was green. And it was all my fault.
What was your consequence?
My dad wore me out. He had the when I used to get whoopings, he had a belt that was made out of ostrich leather, so it had the little bumps. Ooh. And this was not when I was like older. You know when they try to hit you when you're older and like it doesn't really hurt anymore, and you have to joke, like you have to like go along with it, or else you'll get it worse. Like you'll get punched in the face, or at least I would. And he's like hitting me with it, and I was like, ah! And I was like trying to shield it with my hands, and it just wrapped around and like it hurt my fingers. It's a bad day.
I know what that's like. Except my dad would be like, "Move your hands."
My dad did that too.
Yeah, and then I had to keep my hands on the bed.
Did you ever get shoved? My dad was straight shoved me into walls.
Yeah, one time I got shoved really bad. That was the one time I was legit super afraid of my dad.
You know, I was like 15, wanted to go out one time, and my mom, we got in an argument about something. I don't know what it is, and I think it's important for kids to be scared. I might have told this story before, to you on the podcast. I don't know why, but my mom to this day has this weird anger power over me.
Right.
And we're in the middle of the hall, and I raised my voice, and she took her hand and she placed it on my throat, right? But she wasn't applying any pressure. But for some reason, I was so scared that I was like, I was like paralyzed. Like she was barely touching me, but she was like yelling at me, and her hand was on my throat, and I was like, oh, I'm dying. I'm dead now. I cannot move. Like it was terrible.
That sounds.
And then when she moved her hand, I was like, it was terrible.
No, it's the thing is, when you look back on it, we're like, dang, yeah, but we at the same time, like, we were bogus. Like in those situations, when you look back on it, you're like, oh, how could they do that? But then when you grow up and you're like, yeah, it's because I was being an idiot. That's what it comes down to.
One time we were outside of Verizon Wireless.
Yeah.
And my mom left me in the car. Remember the Titans had just came out. We had saw it in theaters.
So good.
So you guys remember the part with Rev, and they're in the gym, and they're like, and the other dude, the big black guy, was like, we got to come together, y'all. We ain't a dang bit of nothing, y'all. And so everybody's like, and they start doing that. They're like, we got to come together. Racism sucks.
Yeah.
And then Rev starts preaching, because Louis Elastic was like, guys, we have to come together. Rev, what's that one song you're singing? Right? Or verse you're doing. And Rev's like eagles, y'all. Like eagles. So I'm in the passenger seat. I'm locked in the vehicle. Mom's paying her bills into the Verizon Wireless. There's a car that pulls next to me, and it was an attractive girl. At this time, I don't know how old I am. Whatever year
you're young.
Yeah, I'm young. Whatever age that I was when Remember the Titans came out, I'm telling you guys, saw it that. Like, if it came out on a Friday, we were in the theater, and this happened on a Sunday. Okay. Very influenced by the film. Attractive girl's in the car next to me, and I start singing like Eagles to her very loudly. Like, bro, I was like Eagles. Like Eagles. I'm taking my shirt and I'm pulling it down to expose my chest. Like, I was going full thing. I was so into it, and the girl's like laughing. She's like, Like, she's like into it. My mom gets in the car while I'm mid-eagle, and I feel this hand slap me into the window. It was like, psh, and my head like bounces against the glass.
And the girl's watching this entire thing.
Bro, she like, her face went from laughter into that little boy sexy to I'm afraid. Should I call someone? And to the kids born in 2004 listening to this podcast, no, it wasn't abuse. That's just how parents got down in 1990.
That little boy's sexy.
Like, that's just what happened. All right, I'm in a mood today, and I've exposed too much about my life on the cast.
It's been good.
Guys,
There was this one time where my dad like got super pissed off at me, right? And my mom's there. And I must have, I'm sure I mouthed off. I always mouthed off, it seemed like. That was my biggest thing. I just was a quick replier. What last word kind of guy.
Yeah.
And then my dad is too, so then we butted heads. He like grabbed my mouth. Right? He like grabbed my mouth, pinched my cheeks. He said, "Don't you do that again." He's like, "You understand?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And my mom starts dying, right? And my dad is trying so hard not to laugh. Like, you can see the smirk in his face because he's trying, like, it's a teaching moment, right? He's pissed off at me, but he's squeezing my cheeks and he's making me talk. Like this, you do this, sorry. Like, I'll always remember that moment because my mom started dying.
I'm picturing it right now. I'm picturing your dad's like anger, like when he like gets like angry, is like something to behold.
I'm sure he's like a black father in a lot of ways. Just
I think
like your
he is.
dad was.
He is a black father.
No, you know what it is. It's not even white or black.
I think it's a southern. It's a southern
It's a
thing.
southern thing. Yep.
I remember when we went to Dare to Share and we're leaving. Do you remember this? And your dad snapped on you.
What? No, I don't remember this.
So we go to this youth conference. This is high school. I don't know how old we are.
Yeah, it was early high school.
We go to this youth conference. It's my first time going.
I don't remember this at all.
We're walking out, and for those that don't know, Dobie's like a very like, all right, let's go. And once he's made it in his mind that we're going, Dobie's gone. He leaves the rest of the group, and he's just walking around. Okay, he's just like walking around. And then your dad calls you, and he's like in the group with the rest of us. He's like, Zach, come back. Why are you walking ahead for, Zach? So and Zach's like, well, come on, tell him to hurry up. Man, your dad walks up to you so fast, grabs your arm, pulls you real close, and goes, the next time I tell you to stay with the group, you stay with the group. And dude, your face went flush. And I felt like he just did it to me.
It's because you had the same experience.
Fam, it like hurt my soul. Like after he did it, I'm like, you're right. I should really calm down. In my head, I'm thinking, yeah, I shouldn't have walked off like that. Wait a minute, Dobie walked off like that. I didn't even do anything. This is an amazing
that sounds
experience.
about right.
Guys,
10 minutes.
The last 10 minutes have just been us talking to you guys.
I love it.
Love you guys. Daps_pounds is where you can find us. This is episode 10. Oh, yeah. Of the Daps and Pound Show, season 2. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
We represent 2 mics,
2 friends,
and 1 show. The Daps and Pound Show. Woo! Shouts to the shout out.
Gang, gang,
Gang.